Hello guys, my name is Dr. Shambles, and today I'm trying a bit of a different segment of a video. So what I've decided to do was play some games on my own while recording, so I would still commentate on the games and you'll still see my thought process. And now I'm recording this to let you know about that and to kind of explain before you see the replays my strategy that I'm going here. So as you can see, I already changed my deck profile again. This actually works pretty well. I was actually surprised. If you don't know, I've been researching a lot of red purple law for OP05, and I will be playing this deck in OP05 with the red green law as well, because I just love law as a character and as a leader strategy. So, and there are not many YouTubers right now that I can research on for the OP05 law, red purple law. On OP04, people are making content left and right, but on OP05, not so much. There are some though. I have a YouTuber in my mind. I don't remember his name, I'm sorry. I will put a screenshot of his channel right now on the edit. Because he makes really good content and you guys should go subscribe to him. I'm very sorry that I don't remember his name. And what he does is he approaches the most played leaders and how you should counter them. And I watched those videos and that helped me a lot. Although the most played leaders I don't believe are such a problem for Law. I actually believe he plays well into the meta, in the exception of maybe Purple Luffy. Because NL and Blue-Black Sakazuki are... You know, if you play well, you have a pretty good chance. But against Purple Luffy, very hard, very hard. I believe he's gonna be a very big problem, actually. Because people are starting to figure out the red purple law strategy and know how to counter it better now. When I first started to play this deck, people so this was when the OP05 first started on the east, and so people from the west went to the east here on the sim, on the east region, on the sim, to try decks and the new leaders and so on the PO5. And the red purple law was not figured out, and so I can feel it now, the advantage I had for people not understanding my leader, and now that they understand it. But yeah, so I've been watching his videos and I've learned a lot of how to manage my Dawn without needing the Zoro Juro to regenerate it. I in last video I took away my event law because I believe I was so dependent on him. I wasn't. The problem was I was not dependent on him, but actually on Zoro Juro to regenerate Dawn after I played him. So with Zoro Juro gone, I managed to I'm starting to find a style where I don't need to use the Dawn regeneration as much, because I won't be using my effect as much. So what I've been trying to do is trying to find my tempo without playing my effects. Unless, obviously, I have good advantages on early game. But most of the time I don't use it on early game. Only use it mid game. Trying to keep that mid game as much as possible, because red purple law drops off on late game. So I'm starting to find a new way to use my effect, where I use my effect to try to prolong the early and mid game as much as possible. Because on late game I start losing so much pressure, and my deck cannot keep... I don't believe any deck profile on red purple law can keep up with late game, because we need 4 or lower costs characters to use our effects at the maximum efficiency. So yeah, that's what so I've been finding a good strategy here by trying to prolong the early to mid game. So what I'm doing here is a pretty aggressive deck profile. So last deck profile I dropped the event law, and I was using 2 Sanjis and using 4 Zorojoros, I believe. with something else. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. What matters is I discovered Fire Fist. The West has their eye on this card, and for a very good reason. On the East, they started using now. We have a profile, a new deck profile that just got top 1 of Red Purple Law that used two copies of this card. And I believe the right ratio is 3 cards. This card is insane. In conjunction with having my boy, my favorite card of this deck, because I love him so much, the event Red Law, you can take away power from the enemy carriers without having after to use the your effect to take him away. So this can kill early game, you know, with a minus 4k on low power characters. This can go a little bit on mid game by taking away power from characters that maybe are rested, and so you can swing into them, and it's the same with Law. You can use this for both. You can use it to deplete rested character power and then attack over it, instead of using your effect right away. So I found a pretty great balance. And then you have Gamma Knife. Gamma Knife, I've seen myself using Gamma Knife mid transitioning to late game. So when I talk about trying to prolong the mid game, Gamma Knife is the MVP here. So you use it, you pretty much kill any mid to late game character that they play, and then you keep on the mid game, keep prolonging the mid game, and that's where you find advantage, hopefully to end the game before they start dropping too many big bodies. And now I'm gonna actually answer a comment here, which is from a very special person. By this I mean he's a subscriber that has been very active in the comments, which is something that I love. And his name is Coco Pelli, and he talked to me. He's been watching the videos. Thank you so much. He's been commenting. I highly suggest you to comment as well your ideas on strategies and what you think of the videos. And he talked to me about the ace, his problem with ace, which is something that I'm gonna talk about here right now. He believes that he's seen many matches where he doesn't play ace, and having 3 of ace or 2 of might find bricky. I answer him in the comments, but I will tell you why I use 2 ace and 2 ace only. Most decks use 3 ace. Most people believe 3 is the ratio. I believe it's 2. People use 3 because of the queen effect. If you have the queen effect, you will recycle the other 2 copies of ace, because you'll only be playing 1. You'll only be playing 2 if you have so much momentum that you can play 2 aces, that you pretty much could finish the game then and not play that second ace. But yeah, the reason and he talked about dropping the ace. The reason I don't drop the ace is because of the idea of prolonging the mid game. So he takes away 3k from 2 characters. If you can find that fine line where you can prolong the mid game, this guy becomes a menace to everybody, because that 3k drop is a lot for on 2 characters. It's a lot for some people, for some decks. And so yeah, that's why you should not drop him. And the reason why you feel like you're not seeing him as much is because he's not meant to be played unless you have some kind of momentum already, some type of tempo on your side, or again, to prolong the mid game. If you are prolonging the mid game, you'll feel like this guy will be your MVP, because you'll drop a 7k body on the board, you prolong the mid game with his effects and your leader effects, of course, and then on your next turn you start seeing this guy swinging and people start panicking and not knowing what to do, and you probably win the game off this. So what I'm trying to say is, he's not the game changer on this deck. He will not feel like you can come back playing him. Never. Sometimes the 7 down to drop him will be very better used to try and use 3 cost bodies and 4 cost bodies. So yeah, he'll only come when you already have advantage, or in a very specific turn that you can prolong mid game with him. That's it. That's the only time you need him. That's why I only use 2, because I don't want to be dependent on the queen effect to recycle him, and I don't want to play more Khalifas because I'm playing well with Sanji. I'll get to him in a minute. I'm sorry I'm prolonging this deck profile explanation so much, but I really want to explain the idea here, and I think I'm gonna play this deck a little bit longer. But yeah, if you have the queen to recycle the other 2 aces on your deck, fine. But I've tried the 3 aces, and most of the time you end up having 2 in hand, and queen sometimes doesn't show up, so you can't recycle, so they just brick, and you can't use them late game. So yeah, that's why I believe ace at 2 copies is fine, and on this deck works totally well. It's actually very good. Now, thank God I mentioned Sanji. I'm playing 3 of right now. I used to play 2 and 2 Jinbei, and I said you could drop the Sanji to play 2 Beppos, 2 reds. Sorry, wait, let's see if I can. 2 red event Beppos. Right here, this one. And 2 Jinbeis, sorry. Now what I say is drop the Jinbeis and play the Beppos. I'm only playing the Jinbeis because I don't have the Beppos in real life, and I'm not going to spend the money to get them. That's just it. I'm already having so many cards I'll have to buy. And now that Fire Fist has come, I'm gonna have more. But yeah, drop the Jinbeis, play the Beppos because they're searchable with your search law. But you want to keep the Sanjis at 3. Very important. Because of your yellow matchup with NL. Oh, what's happening? On NL and maybe Katakuri, not so much Katakuri because he has his effect of 1 Dawn attach and he swings for 7. But NL, very good. Sanji is a very good. I'm sorry, I'm prolonging this, but this is really important. To keep my mind on track here and to just tell you all the information I have from the past practice I have. NL is a 4 life character, and his effect is that you pretty much regenerate a life. So he feels like he has 5 life. Fine, okay, fine with that. If you look at most deck profiles on NL, he plays an even cost deck. This means most of his cards that will be dropping on the field are even cost matchups that let him build board. So I'll just Sky Island. What? Oh, let's put like this. There you go. So his best searcher is a 2 cost, even cost exactly to play, and the other best card on his deck, in my opinion, is the Ohm of a 4 cost. So the Ohm is the MVP in the NL deck, I believe, because yellow color in general, their strategy is survive till late game, regenerate life in late game with your high power, high cost characters, and then you start swinging and change the game around. Why NL thrives so much is because he can do this mid game. He kind of accelerates the game, where mid game he already has a board that he can pressure, and then he'll have his ability, his leader ability to regenerate by himself, and then he'll play the Katakuri, play the Big Mom, and so on and so forth. What I found out is if he'll wants to go second almost every time, but you as a red purple law leader player, this deck, if you can see, can play on both curves, uneven and even curves. So if you can play second against an L, you should go second. Most situations you want to go first. With L, I've been choosing second. It's been working. I had a replay and the replay got corrupted, so I'm very sorry. But yeah, so Sanji is the MVP here because it's a 2 costs. So you want to look for Sanji early game, you choose to go second. NL will probably, unless he's playing this right now, but most, if NL is playing this, he'll not drop it, he'll not drop the 1 cost, he'll only use it for the 2k. Okay, so he goes first, he cannot play anything, he'll pass the turn. You go second, you have 2 Dawn, you drop the Sanji, you pass the turn. Next turn, he has 3 costs. This means he'll probably either drop a Holly or a blocker. Sorry, let's just here. Or some play Perospero, that's something you can work on, but they'll probably either drop a Holly or a Charlotte Brûlée. That's what you should expect. If they drop a Charlotte Brûlée, is a little bit of a problem, because your next turn does not do well if he has a blocker. but most of the time they won't use it. But I mean, you can still kind of play around this. But yeah, so what happens is in your next turn you have 4 Dawn. What do you do? What do you do? Oh, sorry. So 4 life, right? This is very important. It has a 4 life. What you do is if you have a blocker and you have a Zoro, drop the Zoro. Alright? Let's try to accelerate the game for NL. Now, you drop the Zoro, you use Sanji's effect, you take your own life. You already probably took a life by passing turn, and he probably swung with NL and you took that life. That's fine. Now you're gonna take another life, be at 2 life, and swing for 7k. He'll probably take that, and then you swing with your leader, and maybe he'll take it. Maybe if he has a blocker, he'll block it. He'll probably want to counter. So what I try to do sometimes is I swing with the leader first, drop Zoro, use Sanji effect, and attack with Sanji. So sometimes you swing with the leader, and they're just like, all right, we'll take. And all of a sudden you drop a Zoro, or most of the time I've been using Law because they don't have the blocker. The Searcher Law is great, so you put the Law Searcher. You can put a 4 cost, by the way, as well. That's something you can do, but I've been using the 3. That's what I've been having in hand. That's why in my mind that it's a 3 cost. You put the Searcher and you use the ability to get arrested on for that play, and you swing for 7k. And now they feel pressured to take that life because it's 7k. They don't want to use many resources early game. And now it's 2 life against 2 life. And this is good for you because, as I said, you want to keep early and mid game on red purple Law as much as possible. And you just accelerated the game in such a way that the probability of NL getting to late game to play those high cost regen characters with high power and NL, even his own card, is much less likely, because if you keep pressuring him, he'll get just to a point that he is fighting for survival rather than winning. And obviously this takes you good management of your own resources because you're at 2 life as well. But I found that mid to late game you're gonna have blockers, so that's not such a big of a problem as an L. So in my opinion, you have the advantage here. I wish I could show you a replay of this. I actually had one and it got corrupted, and I'm very mad about it. So I'm just gonna tell you this and let it go. And so Sanji goes well against NL specifically. And you're probably only going to use this against NL and not, for example, Sakazuki. You don't need that against Sakazuki. And so you have 3 2k counters if you need, and in case you find an NL. I don't know if I'm gonna play an NL against an NL in my locals. I believe so. They play a lot of meta. So yeah, if they play Katakuri, some of them will probably change to NL, and I support that. NL is a very fun deck. So yeah, you have the Sanji to kind of counter him. Even if you don't have Sanji, you go second, so he can't play on his curve play. He cannot do his curve plays as well. That should help you a little bit, but you gotta take into account he is still kind of a counter. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But yeah, I've been finding great success, and that's from that YouTuber that I mentioned earlier, that he told me about this. Now, we have gone through the new deck profile, and hopefully this is the one that I'm feeling great, and it's the one I'm be keeping. What I'm about to show you, it's 2 games, 1 loss and 1 win. Why am I showing you only 2 games? And this video is probably gonna be most of me talking about the deck profile. I'm sorry. One is the first one is a loss. You'll see me not using my resources well, and it's against an Ivankov. And that's although Ivankov, if a 10 out of 10 player, a good player will probably win over you. Ivankov players, I respect them a lot, but still, I don't even know if he was a good player. That's how bad I played, and how bad I feel I played. So you'll see me just stumbling over my resources and not managing well, not playing against Ivankov strategy. I pretty much played right into it. And I was calling it out, by the way, what Ivankov was trying to do, and I still played into it. So yeah, you see that I lost, and next is against Red Purple Luffy. Now, this is a very important game because we won, and because I believe Red Purple Luffy is actually a counter of yours. Only because of his 6k leader power, and because of his late game. So yeah, and I think I managed to play against him pretty well. The only thing I'm mad about is because he plays this Sanji. I have no idea why. I'm sorry. I have no idea why he's playing this Sanji. Um, so, what you have to take into account is this did not influence the game at all, seeing such a weak card being played by him. It could have been another Rush Zoro. That's pretty much it. He did play the Rush Zoro. So, even if he played another one, like having any other Rush character, low Rush character, again, another Rush Zoro, would not influence the game at all. He did not stand a chance. He ended up conceding and leaving the game, and so you'll see me managing well my resources versus me managing badly my resources. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm sorry, this was a very long deck profile analysis and kind of another in-depth guide. So thank you. If you kept this far, let's go into the gameplay, and hopefully this helps new players, beginners players, or maybe experienced players that are trying to move over to Red Purple Law because he is a fun character, understand better what you should do. And this is my deck profile, very aggressive. You don't need to be so aggressive, but I just love it. You know, it feels great. It feels good. Last video I dropped the event law because I felt like I was too dependent on him. Was not the case, so my boy is back, and I'm so happy my boy is back. I can't believe I love a card with such a god-awful art in it, a plastic law, but I love him. I love this card, it's great. Thank you so much. See the gameplay. Subscribe if you want to see more of Red Purple Law and Green and Red Law. That's the only thing we go over here on this channel. And please do comment what you think about this leader, what you think about my strategy, what you think about everything. Video, everything. Too long, too short, whatever. Thank you. Alright. Kroom! Let's see with this new deck profile. Let's see what we can do. Whew. Okay, that's not bad. Holy! Thinking. Should we take this? No, we're not gonna take that much attack. We're gonna protect it. Oh. He did counter, fine. What should we do? I should have attacked his life. Yeah, there you go. There you go. 7k. How much? Sorry, I'm thinking because I want to take away. I want to take away his 7k because before he can even swing with him. So I want to leave 2. We have with 2, 1, 2, 3. We have 4 to play. That's fine. We'll attack with this. Let's see how many lives he takes. If he keeps on countering, there you go. That means he'll have no resources to play next turn. Yeah, exactly. He's losing resources, so it's okay. I'm fine with this. Now we'll play this, and we'll take away 3. Take away his character and build board with Shashi. I love Shashi and Penguin in early game. So fun. Keeps my Dawn up. Okay, that's fine. We'll probably have to let go of the Zoro this turn. He's got something he wants. Yeah. There you go. That's fine. 6. That's so fine as well. Now he'll just keep protecting till he has the 0 so he can use his ability. Let's see. We'll let it go. We'll let it stay. We'll not use our ability here. How much? 6, 7. Okay, that's fine. There you go. Nice. I didn't want to use my blocker because I believe he'll start. Ooh! Damn, my guy! What the hell is going on? There you go. We'll play a blocker because I believe late game he'll start having more resources in hand because of his ability. There you go. I believe we will have to let it. I should have attacked with this. I forgot. Yeah, I should have attacked with this. I completely forgot. Fine, that's fine. He'll. There you go. That's. I was waiting for this card. That's 8. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now he has 2 blockers. What he's trying to do is build board with the blockers, so he doesn't have to use resources in hand. So that's why. So he's using resources in hand, so he can use his ability to start gaining advantage and drawing, and after that he'll start not using resources from hand and start using the blockers. So what we'll do, so we cannot play ace this turn. So we need 2, right? With 2 that leaves us with 6 to play, at least. So what we'll do is we'll attack with this. Damn, he's really protecting his. Oh, yeah, I fucked up. It's okay. Okay, has no. He has no. No more cards in hand. His ability will start. We'll just use this to build board. He's gonna play his card in hand. Ivankov should try gain tempo now. Yeah, he's gonna play and he's gonna just start swinging. Yeah, there you go. We'll actually protect it. It's probably gonna give the rest and attack here. There you go. Fine. There you go. There you go. Has 2 cards in hand. And play. Thinking. Let's. Red purple lot does not do well late game. Let's try to take away something here. It's probably gonna block. Yeah. Jesus, my guy! There you go. Okay, we took away this. Fine. We actually need to take this. Nice. There you go. The 3k will only leave it at 4k. Let me think. We can do something here actually. We cannot play ace. We cannot play ace here, unfortunately. And we cannot take away the Ivankov. But we can build pressure. Yeah, we can build pressure. So what we gonna do? Let's do this. Let's play the Gordon. There you go, we have the 3. We'll attack for 3, I guess. Damn, he's really... Let's take this away, there you go. He has a lot of 2k counters, actually, that's what I've seen. That's fine by me. Take this away. Jesus, okay. He's already got too much tempo for us right now. I don't believe we'll win this. That's 5, that's enough. We're gonna take this. Would be nice to have the queen here. Jesus, my guy. Alright, we cannot win this. Jesus. I'm gonna have to watch a replay on this game. He's gonna have another one? Holy! Alright, we can see it. Let's try to go again. Oh my god, he has so many. Okay, he disconnected. Okay. There you go. We'll take this away and play the Shashin Penguin. The idea behind this is so I made pressure, took away a blocker, and the reason why I use it so early is because I have Shashin Penguin, and right now most of my curve plays are on even numbers and not uneven. So this evens my dawn and should be good. We'll probably take this life, and then we'll start making pressure. Yep. Should I take this life? Actually, let's not take the first life. He doesn't have much rush. There you go. That's the 4. So what happens if I used Hurley here again? I would take away this blocker. Yeah, but I couldn't attack his life. So... And I can't play this. So we'll just make pressure. There you go. There you go. And now we should be able to build board like this. Now 2, keeping it even. We're gonna have to build board very fast here for this red purple Luffy. He counters there, by the way, so I'm not expecting a win. But let's see. If he keeps going for my health, this is nice. This is good, actually. if he goes for my health here. Alright, that's fine. He used a lot of resources. He's probably gonna attach one and swing with the RP Luffy and maybe drop. Oh, he's gonna swing to Penguin and Shashi, or Shashi and Penguin. Yep, there you go. That's the right play. There you go. That is fine. That is fine. We just attack. Wait. We just place the Fordon here. There's not much we can do. I do not want to use my event law. There you go. He took away his life. It's fine. We'll take away 2 life as well, probably, this turn. He's probably gonna play the key drop, 7 key drop. Get the 7k swing. That's completely fine. Oh, by the way, sorry. I muted my desktop audio, so you guys can only hear me. Oh, what? What is the? Oh, he's probably has the Whitebeard on hand, so he'll swing with the Whitebeard. Fine, we'll take this. No, he has the kids. Wow. Oh, what? Damn, I never seen someone play this. We'll take this as well. That's completely fine. There you go. Now, can we swing for life here? I don't believe so. I believe we need to just swing for board here and set up aggression for next turn. I think that's the way. He has 5 cards. We have 8 cards. Holy shit. We are in range of the law blocker effect, so let's try not to do that. So we should play. Yeah, we just play this. Activation. Take away. Let's set up a searcher. And actually, we'll leave. We'll actually leave the Sanji there. I want him to use resources of Dawn to make Sanji able to attack. Let's. Oh, he took the life? Okay, very weird, very weird. He probably has some board removal to take away this life. Yeah, there you go. That's what I wanted him to do. He's swinging for 5. We'll not be letting him. We'll take the free block. Let's go. There you go. He's probably swinging as much as he can. Yep. We will protect it. What can he play? 6. 6. What can be played with 6? What I'm thinking is he'll attach some Dawn here, or maybe play another game just pistol. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then just swing with 8, maybe. That's probably what he wants. No, he needs to play a blocker here, or else he'll just lose. Has 6 cards in hand. We can take game next turn. Oh! Please. Sorry for the scream. But Law is gonna win. I believe. I truly believe. He knows he has to go for a game here. Him taking that life was a mistake. 3, alright. There you go. Should I let this go? I think I'm gonna... No, we needed to. We're gonna have... That's a good play. Swinging for 9. Made sure. A blocker? I don't give a shit, my guy. Maybe we cannot go for a game here. 5. So just take away. I'm gonna have to lose this blocker. Thinking. No, and then we just get it back. I think we played it very badly. Oh, what? By the way, he did not disconnect it. He actually lost. I believe he thought he couldn't. Yeah, I don't believe he could have made a comeback. So the idea behind this last play, I would swing. I think we played this last turn pretty badly, because I wanted to do the much of use of my Dawn. So that's something I've been trying to work on. That's why I didn't just use my effects, take away 3 Dawn, take away his blocker, and made swings. But although because of the pressure of this blocker we couldn't have ended game this turn, yeah, I truly believed we couldn't take the game here with the 5 cards. So my idea was to make pressure, see if I could get some cards in hand, and then take away. If he didn't use blocker right here, use the effect to take away the blocker, and play Beppo. Yeah, and try to swing with Law and get Sanji. And he will let Sanji go. After that, he could place maybe another rush throw, but we would have the counters for it and a blocker. Yeah, he couldn't win this game. We would not win this turn, but we would win next turn. Yeah, this was the right play actually. Not bad. We won against a counter. Red Purple Luffy is a counter, so not bad, not bad. I'm happy with that.